We will be the strongest in the world. We will have the biggest, best, and strongest army. I believe in you. I believe in our country. And I believe that we will win. Those words are what President Rokuko Eisen said at the start of a war that would change everything. The country she spoke of was the country I now serve in, the country of Wartenia. It's a peaceful country with a very strong national army. It is also a country with an abundance of natural resources, and a land that is rich in minerals and other resources. But despite its apparent prosperity, the people of Wartenia were weak. We must build a new country with our own hands, a new land for the people who have been suffering under the corrupt government. The time has come to take back our land from the corrupt and lazy politicians and take back the power from the rich and the aristocracy. I want to become a hero to those who have been oppressed by the powerful. That was what the young leader of Wartenia, President Rokuko Eisen, had said. The young and beautiful leader of Wartenia, President Rokuko Eisen, who looked like an angel. But she was more like a demon. A demon who had the power to create monsters and cause catastrophes. She was a demon who brought about the apocalypse and destroyed this world. We are going to go to war against the demon army led by the Demon King. We will destroy them. We will become heroes that can bring peace to this world. The country was gripped with war fever. And as if to give us a reason to fight, President Rokuko Eisen made use of the disaster known as the Great Catastrophe. And the country became embroiled in war. The Wartenia army went to war with the demon army led by the Demon King. Our nation went to war with the demon army, the strongest army on this continent. And yet, despite this being a war against a demon army, it was a war between two countries who had only recently begun to interact with each other. This was the beginning of our war with the demon army. The demon army was stronger than I expected. We were used to fighting with smaller countries, so we thought we could easily defeat a larger army like the demon army. But it was not like that. The demon army's strength was on par with our national army. The enemy was able to deal heavy casualties, and they didn't just use swords. They had mages that could fire beams of light or magic that turned the surrounding area into ash. In my previous life, I had fought against such soldiers. How are we supposed to fight against that? I was with the unit on the front lines. We were forced to retreat, but we were unable to escape the demon army. Our nation had been thrown into a war with an enemy that was stronger than we had thought possible. We had no choice but to fight. We lost many people, and the casualties mounted as we continued to fight. We were pushed back until we reached a wall we couldn't break through. There was nothing left but for us to retreat or die. That was when President Rokuko Eisen appeared in front of us. The enemy is finally broken. Eisen! We will hold out. We will continue the fight. The demon army was in disarray after a fierce battle with Wartenia's national army, but they were still stronger than us. We had lost many of our people, and we had no more than 100,000 men remaining. There were more people than that in the demon army, though. But we weren't alone. President Rokuko Eisen arrived on the battlefield with her bodyguards, and she put herself forward as a leader of the soldiers who remained. She was a beautiful, angelic girl, but her power was overwhelming. She could control monsters and had the power to heal wounds and regenerate body parts. It seemed she was a master of both healing and destruction magic. She was a mysterious existence.